And we're live. Hello, crabs and lobsters.
Craniums!
Oh no, it's already going poorly. Welcome to Crab Road Truckers, the only crab game today, probably. Uh, we are still continuing our fundraiser for National Multiple Sclerosis Society. Please donate if you are able to. There's a Tiltify link right below us. Come hang out and enjoy some good games for a good cause tonight.
Bad games for a
Bad
good cause.
games for a good
Bad
cause.
games for a great
Yep.
cause. That's our new mantra.
That's honestly that should be like the channel mantra. My notes for this game are about a sheet of printer paper long, so it's gonna be a bumpy night, folks. So the first thing I will say to set the scene is that we meet our three crabs in front of their giant semi trucks. These are no normal crabs. They are giant crabs, all right? We're talking the size of a human crabs. But luckily for them, other humans, or humans in general, do not see them as crabs, and they are disguised to be humans themselves. Our three crabs today are sent on a quest to truck a precious material across the desert in time for the crab goddess to meet them on the other side. They do everything for the crab goddess. They wake up in the morning for her. She is their goddess. She is their light. And that is the mantra of the giant crabs. So, before we get too far along, let's meet our crabs. AJ, if you would like to introduce your crab and tell us their role, I guess.
Yes, I will. I'm playing Craberto. I'm a stab ya.
No.
And he's gonna be the fighter.
Amazing, thank you. Ryan, if you'd like to introduce your not crab.
True to form, I can't do exactly everything that everyone else does, so my crab is not a crab but a lobster, and his name is Guillaume, and he is the Cajun lobster. He will be the talker of the group.
Amazing, thank you, Guillaume. Alex, if you want to introduce yours with the most creative name here.
Tonight I'll be playing Carb. Carb's a real crab trucker. Because he's the driver. Now pass me my Mountain Dew and then a beer. And Carb wears a trucker hat over his crabby form.
I don't know how I'm gonna get through this. All right, so we've got our three crustaceans ready to go. They get on the horn with Crab Goddess this morning, and throughout today, Twitter has voted on a few different facets of the story that we're gonna be talking about. So tonight, Twitter again has decided what you will be hauling in honor of the Crab Goddess. And today, my three crustaceans, you will be hauling 7,159 gallons of ranch across the desert. And that is your goal. The other options...
Cosworth truck and full.
The other options were a secret
Um,
ingredient, 600 live goats, and the secret of Crab Shack.
Exactly how much ranch again?
7,159 gallons. It's a big ass truck, okay? So, you're all loaded up. We'll skip the fueling process, and you've got your cargo.
Wait, I like to imagine we have like a Mad Max Fury Road prep scenario where we have to go to like the holy temple of the motherfucking crab goddess and we, pray fealty to her as I grab the driving wheel for the rig and I'm just like, oh motherfucking crab goddess, I am unworthy to drive this truck across this desert. But by your holy claws I will.
I'm not gonna make it through this game. Wow. Yeah, so that happens. And as you finish fueling up, you meet your crew, and you guys are sitting out in front of the Crab Goddess Temple, and you get to meet each other real quick if you'd like to do some introductions.
Well, baste me in butter and call me $30 a pound. If it isn't old Carl, I haven't seen you in a How long's it been?
About a few years, I suppose. Guillaume, always a pleasure.
And I don't believe I have met you, good sir. You look a little twitchy. Are you all right?
Well, I just finally got out of prison. And I need to make some money. We're going on a delivery.
That we are, my strangely aggressive friend.
I picked him up. He was hitchhiking on the I-69.
Well, I tell you what, those crab traps really do a number to you.
They sure do, I suppose. So we got a fuck ton of ranch we gotta bring across this desert. So, he pulls out a flask, takes a swig of whatever crabs drink to get woozy, and he's just like, all right, I'm ready to hit the road.
We're hitting something.
So you all,
Echo, you're gonna kill me.
so you all load into this semi truck that is appropriately sized for giant ass crabs the size of humans, and also 7,159 U.S. gallons of ranch. So Carb takes the wheel, and everybody else kind of saddles up alongside of him. There's like a little, like cabin inside of the truck, so it is comfortable while you're driving around at least, and you're on your way. From experience, you've all done deliveries for the Crab Goddess before. That's what motherfucking crab truckers do. Also, warning for chat, there's probably going to be a lot of swear words tonight. It's the name of the game. The name of the system is literally motherfucking Crab Road Truckers. So just a little TW for you. But anyways, as we continue, we're hitting the road again. You hear the thrust of the engine turn over, and you hear the smoke kind of billow out of the engine in front of you. And you've done deliveries before. You've delivered some strange things in your day. You've all probably delivered things that don't really have a purpose, but you do what the Crab Goddess wants. Maybe some of you delivered the 6,000 packets of ketchup. You don't know. Most of the time, the Crab Goddess doesn't even tell you what you're delivering, so today is a special occasion. She wanted you to know this for a specific reason. So, as you continue, you hit the road. And you're driving along the dirty, dusty, lonely road for a while. You see some tumbleweeds crawl across the road as you just keep on driving. You truck for a few hours in silence. At this point, we're going to introduce the only mechanic in the game. I'm going to have you guys all roll to see, like, a perception check, essentially, to see what you got.
All right, what do I roll?
So you're gonna roll 2d8, and if you
Like,
are
you have to roll 2 fucking d8s.
2 fucking d8s, and none of you can technically add your like traits to it, if anyone has anything like that, but we got a driver, a fighter, and a talker, so maybe not.
I mean, is paranoid a trait?
Sure, yeah.
I would like to add paranoid.
You do it. You get +1.
I got a 12. I can count.
Damn.
I got a
10.
9.
Okay. All right. So all of you kind of notice at once. You haven't really seen anybody on this road. It's in the middle of the desert. Again, tumbleweeds blowing around everywhere. It's about midday at this point when you see another semi kind of pull around a corner off a dirt path behind you. They get a
Should
little
we
too
go-
close.
Should we go stab it?
Well, perhaps that shouldn't be a, initial reaction. But it doesn't hurt to make sure everything's on the up and up.
Hmm.
Carb, how about
No.
you?
Yeah, Carb, you go first.
All right, I'll go first, but that's just because I got a big ass shell.
We've all got big ass shells. We're crabs.
Speak for yourself. All right, I'm gonna move forward now.
Wait, so what are you doing?
They want me to go first to this obvious trap, and I'm doing it.
Okay, so are you gonna get out of the truck, or are you just gonna drive up next to him?
I'm gonna get out of the truck. I'm gonna put her in park, put the old hazards on. How to do? How goes it over there?
So you just kind of slam it in park, and you know there's steam coming, or there's smoke coming off the tires as you're just stopping 7,159 gallons of ranch on a dime. And you see Crab just kind of get out, and the rest of you kind of see him blip into like his human form as you know he's confronted by humans. And you see this this guy get out of the truck. He's kind of looks like a laid back vibe, and he's like, "Hey pal, just wanted to let you know that your lights are out on the back there."
Oh, mighty thanks. I didn't notice before we took off.
Sure, I mean if you want, I can give you a hand fixing them.
I look towards my companions.
Are our lights actually not working?
You want to brake test them?
Yeah.
No fucking way.
Guillaume's gonna look at Roberto, start to ask him to do it, see the knife in Roberto's hand, and be like, no, hang on, I'll do it. And so I depress the brakes.
Okay.
What do you say out there, Cobb? Are they actually broken or not?
Carb, you look on and you see two big red rear lights light up perfectly fine.
Look, friends, appears the lights are working just fine, so, thanks for the concern, but we're gonna get going now.
Should I stab him?
What the fuck,
maybe.
Roberto?
All
Sorry,
right.
don't mind, he's my uncle.
He's my uncle. All right, well, you truckers have a good day. Sorry
The
about
company
the.
gets benefits for hiring ex-felons.
Well, you truckers have a fantastic day. I'm sorry about the confusion there. And he's got a sly look in his eyes as he turns on his heels to walk back to his truck.
Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna get back into the ring. I don't like that Phil one bit.
No, I have to say, something about him really gets something stuck in the old crawdad. I ain't sure why he felt the need to stop us in the first place.
Well, he's probably got some sort of plan to boil us.
Well, I say if perhaps we do have trouble with him later on down the line, we might let our new friend Roberto handle him.
We gotta protect the ranch.
Indeed, we do have to protect the ranch.
All right. So you get back in, you turn over the engine again, and you see in front of you now that another semi is pulled out in front of you while you were stopped.
Fucking crap goddess, why?
And they're going really slow.
Fuck.
To the point where you kind of get this idea to pass them in your head. It's one
I
of
was gonna
those
say,
things.
I wanted to say I was gonna try and pass them. I would like to try
Alright.
and pass them.
All right,
Kinda-
I'm gonna hit you
No
with the
fucking
line.
way.
No fucking way. Yeah, we're all gonna
Alright.
hit you with it.
Alright, I would like to use two of my traits. Drive and properly licensed.
Oh boy. Okay. So I will roll for the slow semi.
Okay. Oh, we need the Mad Max Fury Road soundtrack right now.
I'm playing Western background music.
Oh, perfect.
It's the same thing, right?
Pretty much.
So wait, did we do it? Did we pass?
Well, what did you get?
13.
Oh, 13. I got a 9. So, as you swerve around, at the second that you pull into the left lane to go past him, you notice that the truck behind you It's really close, like about to rear end you. This guy's been following you the entire way. It's clearly a setup at this point. As you swerve into the left lane around the slower semi, you see this lady, she's driving, and she swerves to the left and just kind of steel on steel grinds against the car. So we're going to enter into an encounter as you are just on the side of the road here, just about to be pushed over, and you can feel the ranch in the background kind of sloshing back and forth. And you know that if you tip over, it's over.
I would like to try to hang out, like open the door and try to hang out of it and use my knife to slash their tires.
No fucking way.
And I'm gonna use my fight for that.
Amazing.
Uh, 21.
21. Okay, I rolled a 6. So this slow semi in front of you just has absolutely no control, and you just reach down, Criberto, and just rapid fire jab out a bunch of tires, and you just and there's that loud popping noise as the air is pushed out, and they just kind of like hang on for dear life as they swerve off the road. You see the lady kind of flip you the bird and just kind of roll off the road. So one of the threats has been eliminated. The other semi now, you feel a slight tap on your bumper as they just ram into the back. Guillaume, I don't know how to say that anymore. I don't know what happened. Guillaume, would you like to do anything in this moment?
Guillaume is going to reach into the front compartment, open it up, and take out a bag of shrimp shells. And he's going to try to use them as caltrops to try to pop the tires. Because I don't know if you've ever actually touched a shrimp shell. I have been stabbed with those things. They are so sharp.
You know what I'm going to say? No fucking way. Go ahead and roll 2d8s plus any traits you would like to apply.
I'm going to use my smart trait.
Okay, I'm smart.
So does that just add 1 to whatever I roll? Or?
Yep, just plus 1.
I thought it was +1 die.
Oh, is it? Yeah, I think it is actually.
Oh, well, I can do that too.
Yep, you get a bonus die, never mind.
That is 13.
13. I rolled a 5. So they're just having a tough time. Guillaume, you just spread out, like you reach out the passenger side window and just spread a bunch of like dead shrimp shells, and they just like drift to the side. They're like going all over the place, and they impact the back of your semi right in the ranch tank. And at first you see some like liquid drop out of it, and you're like, oh no, is that the ranch? And then you realize they've hit your gas tank, and the gas is just kind of slowly dripping out of it. At least it's not the ranch, but it's not great. But you have successfully eliminated the other threat. You watch as the man jumps out of the semi, and he's like, my ranch! And it seems that you have successfully evaded the ranch bandits. Congratulations.
The ranch bandits.
Ranch bandits. You have successfly
It
avoided
must
them.
Be Midwesterners.
It was a Midwesterner mom and dad.
I knew it.
The Midwest Mafia, man.
Yep. So, you've successfully avoided the first encounter of the evening. It was pretty touch and go there. But Carb, as you are driving this semi, you realize the gas tank is emptying mighty quickly.
Well, that's a mighty shame we're out of gas.
Well, we could steal it from the trucks that we incapacitated.
Well, the problem with that is that there are still a number of ranch-hungry fiends who are still around those trucks. Is there perhaps a refueling station somewhere up ahead?
I mean, I could just stab them.
You do see a sign that says gas 1 mile, lasts for 50 miles.
Well, perhaps we should stop there, try to see if we can patch it up somehow, and refuel, as it were.
Nah, we can make it 50 miles.
Alright, perhaps then we can get some gas in the truck and get this truck and this ranch. And he taps the side of the tank where it needs to go.
Do we have any money?
Yeah, sure. Crab Goddess probably gave you enough for a
She
refuel.
gives us a per diem.
Yeah, you guys all
I'll
have
just-
per diems.
I'll just put it on the card.
Yeah, you got a company card.
Right. This
So
is a business expense.
Please tell me that the gas station is a Shell.
it is now. You pull into the Shell
Yeah.
gas station. You've got there's a trucker refueling pump as well. So you pull up there, Carb. There's nobody here really. There's like one old pickup truck in the back that seems to be maybe the employee who's working the front desk. You slide your company card and it keeps saying "See attendant, card declined."
Well, Cobb, if you don't want to, I can take care of this. I'll go in and try to make sure everything's taken care of. Y'all want any snacks and drinks or something?
I'll take a Slim Jim.
All right.
I want snacks.
All right, but what kind, Roberta? I need details, friend. Details.
Mm. I want all of them.
I don't think our per diem will really cover that. But how about I get you some Swedish fish?
Mm. That sounds fine.
I tell you what.
And a donut.
Yeah, I was going to say a donut would probably be something you would enjoy. I'm gonna just go.
Dude, donuts sound so good right now. So Guillaume, you enter into the Shell gas station. You see a portly man with jean overalls on, a few grease stains, and a flat cap kind of on his head. He kind of gives you like a grunt as you walk in. Not so much a hi, but more of a grunt. Inside you see pretty bare shelves, but you know we've got some snacks to work with here. You do find a few powdered donuts, little Hostess action on the side, and you find some Slim Jims. You pretty much find everything you need.
Oh, you get a text from Carb. A pack of Marlboro Reds, please.
Oh my god. Wait, we have phones?
Sure.
They work with my big claws.
They're just conch shells.
Yup. Exactly.
Guillaume is going to ignore that because he doesn't want to deal with smoke in the cabin.
Amazing.
So he's going to go up and he's going to put everything on the counter, and he's going to say, "My good man, let me get insert amount to fill up our tank here."
Mhm.
I don't know how much we need. Also, do you perhaps have any sort of duct tape that might be used to make sure something is watertight? Because our gas tank seems to have a leak in it.
You see now that he gets up off his stool a little to stand up and come ring you up, and he has a name tag on that says Hank.
Maybe you have some Flex Seal or something along those lines.
Well, it does look like a lot of damage. And he walks over and he gives you some duct tape, and he's like, put it on the card, yeah?
Yes, please. And he's gonna slide his American Express. I can't make all the puns, guys. Help.
You slide over the company card, and he picks it up, he looks at it, he's like, looks a little fishy to me.
Well, if you ring it up, I'm sure it'll go through. We are a reputable service, and we are a reputable trio of people.
No fucking way.
Go ahead and roll, you got called on it.
God damn it, Roberto!
See if the card goes through.
Oh, I rolled snake eyes.
So I'm gonna roll talk as well.
Yeah.
So I think I automatically succeed because I'm rolling 3 die.
Yeah,
You're
you
gonna roll
should
talk
win.
to the ATM machine or like to the credit card
Oh,
machine.
are you no fucking weighing that his card goes through?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
so
okay.
only 2 die, but you probably still
It's
still got it.
12.
Yeah, damn. Yeah, so you know the card it like gets caught in the sticky machine a little bit, but he slides it through with like another grunt, and he's like, Meh. Seems to have went through. Sorry, I must just be a little crabby today. And he kind of narrows his eyes at you.
That's very fine. So everybody has those kind of days, you know. Just the other day, I felt a little off myself. I felt like I was a little hoarse.
Interesting. All right, well,
You know, my throat and everything. You know what I mean?
of course. Well, if you guys need any help patching it up there, let me know.
We certainly will, Hank. Thank you very much for all of your hard work and service.
Of course. And as you kind of turn to walk away, you see that another large man has made himself noticeable from behind the snack aisle, and he's got a few Slim Jims and some popcorn himself. And he kind of gives you the shoulder check as he's walking up to the cash register.
That's all right, friend. I'll just pick this up. You didn't see me, and after a few minutes, I won't see you anymore either.
Sorry, I must have got claws for hands.
That is a very strange and specific thing you just said. However, I'm going to ignore you as my friends are waiting for me.
And here we're going to reveal the second Twitter poll of the evening.
Oh, no.
We are going to reveal what natural predator complicates the crab's mission. And you watch as these two humans transform into seagulls. And they begin flying around the shop, the crab's natural enemy, and begin, Craberto and Carb, you see this happening from the truck. They begin picking at Guillaume's shell. What would you all like to do?
I am excited to stab, so I'm gonna run right in.
Just
Amazing.
imagine Roberto's got to do the side shuffle.
Yep, all the way there, the whole.
It's the Zoidberg.
Yep.
Oh, why not Zoidberg?
So
I'm honestly upset that no one wins Zoidberg.
I'm sorry to disappoint you.
oh god, that's really good. Okay, so Craberto, you rush in. I'm just gonna say with your stabbing talents that you are able to do this, and you just launch in and stab one of the gulls as they're circling Guillaume. What else? Does anyone want to do anything else?
I'm gonna throw something at them. what do
Yeah,
I got
me
around
too.
here?
You got a tire iron.
Okay.
You got a wheel. You could rip a wheel off and chuck it through. You're a giant crab. You're probably super strong. You have your old wrapper of Slim Jims.
Better idea. I
Okay.
take the gas pump and I start spraying the seagulls with
Oh
it.
god! No fucking way. Go for it.
All right. I don't even think I got a trait that can get me through this.
You don't need
Apathetic,
to, it's
thick.
fine.
properly
Thick.
licensed and drive. That's gonna be a 10.
10. That does not succeed past the seagulls. They rolled a 12. So as you just turn the pump, hit diesel or whatever you want really quick, try to rapidly get through it. You're sitting there just squirting out the gas in two hands at them, and they're just evading like, fast birds do. One of them, has been stabbed and is bleeding from the side as it circles around Guillaume's shell, trying to pick away any crab meat it can, as they are the natural predators of crabs. So would anyone else like to do anything?
Guillaume
Am
is going to take some of the hot dogs that are just on the little rollers, and he's gonna start chucking at them, trying to aim for their mouths so they eat them and maybe choke and die.
Okay. No fucking way. Let's see the roll.
I don't know. Could I use smart or strong for this, or just
I think it's smart, right?
I'll leave it up to you, Crab Master.
Crab catcher to you. I think it's
that
I think it's
sounds
probably
smart.
smart. Yeah.
All right.
Sounds smart to me.
Seem like
17.
Jesus, yep. They rolled a 12. So as you launch one of the hot dogs into the air off the roller, as they're picking away at your hard shell, one of the birds completely is sidetracked, and it doesn't necessarily choke and die, but it's over there just, eating the hot dog now and eating other snacks instead of crab. So we'll say that is the one that was also stabbed. So that one is completely out of the fight. I guess Craberto, is there anything else you like to do as you are right up next to the other bird?
Oh, I want to stab him.
All right.
No fucking way.
Well,
No, you
there it
don't.
is.
That's fair. 17.
Yep, I rolled an 8. So you just use your little crab claws and one finally lands, as it just has a hard time flying out of your reach, and it kind of flies and falls behind and dives down behind the counter, and you have a clear window to get out of there.
As we're leaving, Guillaume makes sure that he picks up the duct tape and the snacks and stuff, and he's
Okay.
gonna try to make that hasty patch job.
Okay.
Well, 'cause we still need the gas.
Sure. Yeah, so you fueled up. It's kind of leaking out of the side. You go ahead and put the duct tape over it. You think it'll hold for a little while at the very least.
Yeah, we'll get about the 50 miles out of that.
Just if you had to pick a number out of the top of your head.
I don't know. It's kind of like 7,159.
It's a very specific number.
Now let's get moving that range.
So you fire up, the engine turns over again, a sound that you all love to hear at this point, as you just kind of pull out of the gas station. So, is there anything that you crabs want to do on the way there?
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, please.
I was gonna say Guillaume passes out all of the snacks and stuff. He hands Roberto a large apple for stabbing. Just because he doesn't want him like stabbing the console or anything.
Smart.
And he's just gonna start eating some like Funyuns himself. He's gonna crunch them up with his claws first.
Amazing.
I mean, if we have time, we can break out my buddy out of prison.
I don't think we're gonna be doing
It's on the way.
I'm not so sure we should be stopping this ranch rig for every little thing you want to do, unfortunately. We do have a job for the goddess.
And don't you forget you're a crab now.
I've always been a crab.
Then don't forget our purpose. Oh, motherfucking crab goddess. We're here on Sacred Crab Mountain for you to tell us your will. What are we trucking today?
As you
Oh,
are
it's
just
fair
trucking
time.
down the road, you see out of the rear view mirror, as you were kind of leaning over talking, not really paying super attention to the road, you see in the rear view mirror a jail that you just passed, where you would assume Roberto's inmate or cellmate was located.
His name is Philip J. Fry. I'm sorry, Philip J. French.
Oh, yes.
Well, we'll come on the way back.
So as you truck into the wee hours of the night, you take turns kind of sleeping and getting up on shift. Nothing really happens for a lot of hours here, but in the middle of the night, you see a bunch of lights coming up. There's been nothing but, dirt road and desert for a long time. But you see a lot of lights on the horizon, and Carb, you're back in control of the wheel finally at this point as you took your rest, and
Where I belong.
you get up and you see like a little mini mall like complex area. You guys know, like a little village of malls almost. It's really interesting, and you know that you're gonna have to drive right through it in a big old semi.
We'll just run through the buildings if they get in the way.
That's a good idea. We just stab the buildings with the truck.
Sometimes I wonder what I did in a previous life to make me have to do this, but let's go, I suppose.
I want to like, can we like attach a plow to the front of our truck? Like shit.
This is just turning into like a dystopian.
That's what
like,
I'm
Like,
thinking.
RPG
you know, I
now.
feel like we could roll to see if we could build a plow to attach to the
Sure, if y'all
Or
want to
we
pull
try and
over and work
navigate.
on it.
Or we could just try and navigate through the town. I guess I don't know. Just seems quicker to run through it. We got ranch to deliver after all.
What do you guys want to do? You want to build a plow, or you want to try to navigate through the mini mall?
How about Roberto and I get on either side, and we each, I'm sure we have a bunch of like supplies in the back, try to find some big poles or something that help us. We just jam into the ground to help us turn and navigate,
Yes.
push off buildings and such.
Here for that plan. Though we have big, meaty claws.
Yeah, I'll say that there's just 2 metal poles laying in the back by the ranch.
So I
Like,
guess
I'm gonna-
that's what we're doing.
I'm gonna no fucking way at that. No fucking way. Is
All right.
that gonna work?
I'm going to claim. I don't know if I can claim smart for this one.
I'm gonna say no smart here.
Okay, how about strong? Because we need to be strong for this.
I'll give you strong.
Okay, I agree with you on smart because this is more my idea than Guillaume's idea. 16.
Ooh, the mini mall also maxed out and rolled a 16 on 2 dice.
Oh, mini mall.
Yeah, so as you get up to the mini mall and you begin the first building, you see just one of the pipe just bink and it snaps on the side of the first building with the force. And at this point, you're too far in the mall that you have to navigate it at this point. There's no reversing.
Oh shit.
Fucking Max Rolling Mini Mall.
All right.
I guess it was just a pipe dream.
Oh.
We might have to Tony Hawk our way through this one.
Which
Well, I
returns-
can take care of the stabbing.
Me trying to get around that one turn.
Oh,
This
Should we go through the food court?
Let's Blues Brothers it.
All right, so what's the plan? What are we?
I don't know. I
you
really
just-
don't.
Are you just trying to like navigate through the streets like around this mini mall?
I
Okay.
suppose.
Okay.
Though I want to drive through the mall. I'm still for driving through the mall.
Do you want to?
God help whatever insurance adjuster gets stuck with that claim.
Do you want to try?
Yeah, I'm gonna drive
Okay,
through the fucking
Like,
mall.
are we almost to our destination?
Yeah, I would say probably.
It's a relative term.
I know we've only
Well,
been
no,
playing
but
for
I'm like-
50 minutes, but
No,
likely.
but like, I'm trying to figure out how close we are because we might just be able to take buckets of ranch and just deliver them one at a time.
Oh, not for 7,000 gallons.
7,159 gallons.
Okay, but if we all fill up 2 gallons each and we each carry them, that's 7,159 gallons divided by 6, and that's how many trips we have to take.
I don't think they pay us enough for that.
Yeah, fuck that noise.
Wait! Y'all getting paid? This is community service!
Yeah, for you.
Maybe you should have thought about that before you became a felon. I don't know.
Maybe stabbing people's a bad idea.
That's not why I went to prison!
And what'd you go to prison for?
Jaywalking!
You're in a mall town, too. That's the worst place to be for a jaywalking crime.
Oh, we are so fucked.
So are we plowing through, or are we trying
Oh,
to
yeah.
navigate the city
We're gonna-
streets?
We're gonna
Let's
plow it.
Let's plow this mall down.
All right, no fucking
Malls are-
way.
Malls shouldn't exist anyway in the first place. All right, what am I
fair.
rolling? Drive, of course.
Yep. Oh, this mini mall is impenetrable.
Oh no, what'd you get?
I rolled a 15.
I got an 18.
Yeah, you got that extra die. So we'll say that this happens, okay? So there's like a bunch of little buildings that basically make this like town a mall. There's not like a dome that encompasses all of it. So there are like little streets, but driving a semi
Like
through
an
it is
outdoor mall.
yeah, like a mall town. I don't know how to
Uh,
describe it more, but like one of those super cringy like East
Promenade.
Coast kind of thing. Yeah. And so like you just like jam through a bunch of the first buildings. There's like a like a men's tuxedo formal wear shop, and you just kind of blast it through. All of you are wearing suits as like they just kind of cling on to you as you're just busting through. The next place you bust through is a crab shack, and you just see all the horrors as you just plow through the mall. You round one of the corners and just kind of jam it around to the right, and you're just kind of drifting through a semi mall. You see that I'll say that around this time you manage to like crash sideways into one of the buildings, and you are stuck in the middle of the mall for a little while, because without that we're gonna end very, very early. So your truck is just kind of like halfway embedded into this like Chipotle.
Oh my god.
Oh, why does it gotta be a Chipotle? It couldn't have been a Taco Bell.
Well,
There's
at
Taco
least no
Bell
one
across
knows
the
what
road.
crabs, right?
I mean, they will if you keep saying that out loud.
What? There were crabs?
Yeah, that exactly.
Yeah,
Oh,
Roberto, you're gonna have to stop saying that.
You
no one assume I'm a crab or I'll stab you!
God damn it!
you
I
watch
think-
as one of the Chipotle employees comes out and they're like, "Oh shit, guys, everything okay? Welcome to Chipotle."
I stab him.
Oh no, no fucking way. Okay, let's do it.
No fucking way.
God.
I rolled mercifully low. 10.
They rolled a 9. So you just stab a poor Chipotle employee, and they're like, "Oh shit!" And-
Just like in the arm. He's
yeah,
fine.
sure, he's gonna live.
I-
But
Guillaume immediately takes some more of that duct tape and just puts it over the stab wound.
All right, that's it. I'm gonna bonk Roberto over the head with my claw.
It's almost like
No
it's almost
fucking
like,
way.
It's almost like AJ just had a one-note character. And now she's not sure what to
Stab,
do with
stab.
it.
I need to stab.
All right, so I'll let AJ roll against Carb here, and see who comes out on top.
10.
Oh shit. No, that's a 7. Oh no.
So
Roberto's
Carb just
unstoppable.
bonks Roberto over the shell.
turns on his party.
Oh no, a betrayal for the ranch.
You watch as before it gets too heated, this employee comes out. There's a McDonald's down the road, and he's walking up. He's like, "Hey, howdy partners, everything okay? Let's calm it down. Everybody's friends in this mini mall. We're all here together. We've got chicken nuggets for free if that's something you're interested in to calm
just
some
drove
tensions."
through half their mall.
Nobody was hurt. Nobody was hurt except for this man here, and that we can chalk that one up to an accident. Henry was kind of an asshole, anyways.
In what way was this man an asshole? Or was he's just doing his customer service thing?
He hates dogs and cats.
All right, Roberto, get to stabbing.
Oh, God. Are you just gonna stab your way?
You said he hates dogs and cats.
He's already on the ground bleeding out.
He's not bleeding out. I just stabbed his arm.
he's
It's
got
fine.
duct tape over a stab wound. It's not a great day for him.
I don't think it's a great face for anyone in this situation.
I think this isn't a great day for any of us playing this crab game.
This crab.
I mean, I was gonna let our face take care of the situation with the McDonald's guy.
Well, I'm a Ronald McDonald, and we've got some free nuggets if you need them to calm some
The
tensions.
Ronald McDonald.
Yes, that's me, the Ronald McDonald.
You don't look like a clown.
Well, I'm off tonight.
Well, do you perhaps have a way that we might unstick our stuck truck?
Sure, I mean, I've got some pretty decent mechanics that work for me. I'll give them a call out here, see what they can do. But in the meantime, here, have a 10-piece on the house. And he gives you all a 10-piece nugget. He's like, I will say that we are out of dipping sauce, tragically. So, somebody stole all our fucking ranch the other night.
Strange.
I don't say that.
Guillaume is going to take all 3 boxes of the 10 pieces, and he's going to start. So the truck is like wedged.
Yeah.
Is that he's going to start like jamming them into the wedge to try to grease up the truck so he can get it through.
No fucking way.
Can I use smart for this?
No.
Okay.
Just
Honestly,
no.
if this ends early, we just play steamed hams.
Honestly, we're
Yes,
gonna end
I've got
early.
the rules. No, wait, I got the rules for steamed hams though.
Good, you TM it.
I will.
10.
10. So I'll say, since the mini mall won last tie, you are able to grease the wheels a little bit with the nuggets. And Ronald McDonald is just standing there like, all right, well, I guess you'll all be on your way now. I'll take Henry to the hospital. Don't you worry about him. He's gonna be fine.
He's Guillaume is going to take out a previously stabbed apple and give it to Ronald McDonald. He's like, here, I hear that these things keep doctors at bay. Or something.
Thank you kindly. I'll do my best with this.
Don't worry about the stab wounds. Those aren't stab wounds.
Amazing. And so you are able to bypass the ranch incident, as it is now clear who you stole all of that ranch from with the crab goddess's help.
I mean, we didn't steal anything. We were just told to
Sure.
look. Don't boil the messengers, okay?
So, you get back on the road. It's feeling good. You're back in the truck. It took a little bit of a beating, Carb, but it's still your baby.
Sure is my baby.
You're driving through the rolling desert hills as you make it across the desert, and in sight, you do see what appears to be your destination. Yeah, you just somehow know it deep in your bones. The crab goddess is telling you somehow that this is where you're going. You
All
see,
crabs
like,
are drawn to the crab goddess.
true. You see this little like lounge area. It's on the side of the road in the middle of nowhere, and it's this like really nice lounge. It doesn't have a sign or anything like that, but it appears to be where you're going. There's a lot of cars, some motorcycles parked out front, and there's a little side alley where deliveries can be made.
Now, this is the most difficult part. Parking this damn truck and unloading.
All right. I've got this. I parked the truck many a times. Plus, I'm properly licensed with the CDL.
Let's hit you with a no fucking way. Let's see if you can
Alright.
jam this semi between this building and some motorcycles.
That is I'm not really good at math. 15.
You beat it. They rolled a 14. So you're able to just kind of wedge this giant semi between these 6 motorcycles and this like brick building, and you are just like able to expertly drive your way in and parallel park a semi. And
That's what happens when you're properly licensed to drive a large Commercial vehicle.
So you're just able to wedge that puppy in there, and you all kind of get out, and you walk inside, and you see this like really nice dimly lit lounge. There's drinks being served and all that kind of stuff, and you walk up to the counter, and you see just this human man, pretty nondescript, sandy blonde hair, some freckles on his cheeks, and he's like, "Hey, how you guys doing? Can I get you some drinks?"
You're muted.
I'm actually muted. We are here to make a delivery of many thousands of pounds of ranch.
Interesting. Okay, well, I think Brock Lobster's been expecting you.
Brock Lobster.
And that's the third Twitter poll.
What? Who we were delivering to?
Sure, something like that. And he's like, "Let me go get him for you." And out of the back, you see this man who, with your crab vision, you can clearly tell is a lobster as well. He is not a human like everyone has suspected him to be, but he has a cool cigar hanging out the side of his mouth, so you know he's a cool guy. And he walks out from the back, or crawls out from the back, and he's like, "Hey, everybody, the name's Brock Lobster. Put her there." And he hands out like a claw to you.
I will use my other, also lobster claw, to shake his claw.
It's like, all right. Seems that y'all had some ranch for me. Is that correct?
7,159 gallons to be exact.
Good. Well, let me take you out back, show you where that's gonna be dropped off at.
Can I bring
I don't
Grimmer
like the sound of going out back.
Yeah, of course, Craberto is welcome. Every crab is welcome here.
It sounds suspicious. They take you out back in prison.
No, Craberto, calm down, my friend. Nothing like that. We're all friends here.
I'm not friends. Ah!
Oh, God.
Is that a butter knife?
It's an actual knife. The role players went too deep.
Yeah, but it's a butter knife.
Yeah,
Craberto,
that's what
is
Craberto
Craberto
uses.
stabbing people with a butter knife?
No, it's a real knife. I just didn't want to hurt myself.
That's
Oh, okay.
smart. So you round the corner as Brock Lobster takes you around the corner and into this like back room. He's like, "Well, welcome to the crab boil." And he kind of shoves you into the back room and jams the door shut. And inside you see just this contest of the best crab that is going to be served. And you see a lady called the Ranch Queen, and she's going to be boiling in ranch. And this is the encounter that we've all waited for. So
This is exactly like prison.
you see this like Midwestern woman. She's got just this apron on that says "Kiss the Cook," and she's got a knife and like a big fork, and she's gonna try to attack you all. As around the table, you see judges and things like that rating other lobsters. And she just has, you see on her table, she has an empty gallon of ranch. Obviously needing all of the ranch to win the contest. So what would you all like to do?
I am unsure as to what we are supposed to be doing. Surviving, giving this
So
woman
wait.
the ranch.
I don't know.
They want all the ranch.
They do. They want to cook crabs with the ranch. What's the internal struggle for the crabs?
I would like to start eating all of the ranch.
No
Okay.
fucking way.
Here I thought perhaps you were going to like stab the highly pressurized ranch container and cause a ranch explosion.
Nope.
But
we're
no,
gonna
eating
eat
it
all.
seems like the perfectly logical thing to do.
Yes, I agree. Eat all the ranch. I
Look,
would like to
they
help.
They can't eat. Look, if they need all of the ranch and I eat, look, they're gonna be a few gallons short, and they won't like that. They'll have to like start all over
Fair
again. They'll
enough.
have to go back to the store to get
Why
the
did
ranch.
why
get
did the
good
crab goddess
recipe.
send us here?
Dude, to get boiled.
Look, there's plot holes. So, Criberto,
So, yeah,
if you would
anyway, I
like
would
to
like to-
roll,
Because
To-
the crab goddess didn't know that Brock Lobster was gonna betray us.
Brock Lobster's
She
a
is the-
bad
She
motherfucker.
is the all-seeing
A-
sea goddess.
a
She's the
10.
all-seeing goddess.
They
Could
rolled
be,
a
like a
16.
shit ton of ranch. Fuck.
The ranch rolled a
The
16.
ranch rolled a 16. That's my second 16 of the night. No big deal. Um,
So Roberto gets like half a gallon in, and then
Oh,
There's too much ranch.
Brock Lobster's just cockily sitting in the back. Looks like y'all will need a plan B. What would Carb or Guillaume
I'm gonna
like to
push
do?
Brock Lobster into the boiling broth.
Whoa, all right, no fucking
no
way. Let's see
fucking
it.
way.
I'm gonna charge Brock Lobster when using my thick
Oh,
trait.
damn, 13.
21.
Fuck. You watch as Carb just heroically runs forward with his thick ass shell and just jams Brock Lobster into the crab boiling pot. And Brock goes, "No!" And his cool gold chain that he's wearing around his neck just begins to boil as he falls deep in it. The Midwestern ranch queen looks on in distress as Brock Lobster, her accomplice in all of this, is no more.
Anyway, lobster tastes better.
All right, the
Guillaume is
ranch
going to
queen still
ignore that.
stands. The ranch queen still stands. If anyone would like to try to deal with her,
I mean, after my failed ranch eating plan, I would like to stab her.
please do stab her. I will say no fucking way because she also yields a knife that she's gonna try to parry Criberto with.
Catches the knife in the fork.
16?
16. Oh my god, dude, 16. I'm nuts at this game.
No
Okay,
fucking
roll-
way.
Okay, we're rolling again.
Okay. Oh. Ah. 9.
13?
9. So Criberto runs forward, knife in claw, and is able to parry the ranch queen out of the way and just and give her a little stab. And the ranch queen falls in front of you. So you are still kind of trapped in this room. You notice it's getting hotter and hotter in here, almost like its own crab boil. What would you like to do to break away?
Guillaume is going to pick up Criberto in his arms and use him as a battering ram to get out the door.
No fucking way.
Alex said it, not me.
I mean, I love the idea of it, but I feel like it should be rolled for
I'm going to use strong for this.
strong.
12.
12.
Roll again. 8.
13.
13. So you just pick up Criberto by the shell and just chuck him into the door. And the knife first kind of like does the boing as it sticks into the door. But you're able to crash through the locked door. Outside, you see about 3 other Midwesterners with crab bibs on as they look on hungrily. What would you all like to do?
Make a break for the truck.
Yes.
All right. I'll say you were able to at this point. As you just kind of push them out of the way, Criberto gets a few quick stabs in as you're running by, and you load up into the truck. So you've got the ranch still. It is at this time that reality kind of freezes around you, and out of the heavens descends a crab goddess in a white gown and a tiara.
Yes.
She says, "My subjects, I apologize for sending you into the boil's claws. I would never have willingly done it. Please, do what you will with the ranch. It is my gift to you as you continue your journey as my crab disciples."
That's what I'm talking about.
And so that's all I got. So We're ending
Amazing.
super fucking early. But you know,
No,
it's an hour worth
I
of one
mean,
shots.
I think that it would be really funny to play steamed hams as our steam spell characters, and it's like the situation is we've broken something of Rosalind's, and we're trying to hide it from her.
I'm kind of down. Do you want me to redo the layout on the break so we can come back with a different stream?
Yeah, and then I can explain steamed hams really quick. It's really easy.
All right,
It's
so
like the rules are even shorter than the crabs.
Yeah. The rules to this game are just basic. Okay, so I'll read them really quick for chat so you know what you're getting into. Steamed Hams is a collaborative game about absurd solutions to theoretically trivial problems. Oh, maybe I should have taken a better. There we go. You play a variety of questionably skilled people whose response to things going wrong is not to admit defeat, but to escalate with wild abandon. You will need several D6s. Paper and pencil, optional but useful. Players take the role of people trying to deal with minor inconveniences or awkward social situations. Players who are not currently acting take the role of the situation, describing things going on in the world around you or new complications affecting the story. Optionally, you may have a player permanently occupy the role of the situation rather than have it rotate. I might just occupy the role. For a one-player game, okay, you can play this by yourself, fun fact. Alright, at the start of the game, each player defines one thing they are trying to resolve. It should provide plenty of room to escalate. The situation describes the starting situation and something that has gone wrong with each goal. Play goes from there. Whenever players try to solve a problem, they roll a pool of d6s. For each time the stakes pertaining to your character have escalated this session, add a d6 to the pool. For each plan you have abandoned in favor of a new one, add a d6 to the pool. If you are blatantly lying to someone, add a d6 to the pool. And if the total is 12 or higher, the action succeeds. If it is not, the action fails and consequences are inbound. And when you fail, you may avoid consequences in two ways. First, bullshit wildly, escalating the situation even further. Good Lord, Seymour, what's going on in there? Is your kitchen on fire?
Oh, that's Aurora Borealis.
Aurora Borealis! At this time of day, at this part of the country, at this time of year, completely and totally localized in your entire kitchen? May I see it? So that's basically, that's what the game's based on. And then the other way you can avoid consequences is to make it another player's problem. If you can do one of those two things, you don't have to deal with consequences. If you cannot deal with those two things, you have to deal with consequences. As such things, you cannot bullshit. House fires, angry animals are more dangerous than things you can. People. You may not be honest about what's going on or admit failure to anyone besides another player's character. Play ends when all players have either succeeded at their original goals or refused to escalate further and accept the consequences.
I mean, I'm down if we want to do a dry run. I mean, we can go discuss.
Yeah, we can.
Off
Yeah,
air.
we can go to a quick break and.
Sure. All right, we'll be back
with another half-hour one shot.
There we go. Oh. We are back. Welcome back, everyone, to our Thursday Crustaceans Charity Strike stream that has now since been turned into a Steamed Spells stream in honor of the Chromatic Chimera anniversary this week. We decided to mess around with a little game called Steamed Hams. It's just like a one-page RPG by Bashir Ghost. It's a collaborative game. We were talking about it previously. And basically the players will have to bullshit to overcome situations. And then you add D6s depending on a lot of stuff. So anyway, we are going to jump right into the action. Look at that wonderful layout. It's so good to have that layout back. So anyway, we are joined today. We have Nettle, Krukazel, and Gray, who will be joining us for this wonderful game of Steamed Spells. So the game of Steamed Hams revolves around overcoming rather mundane situations in extraordinary ways. It's inspired by the little skit from The Simpsons of like the same name, Steamed Hams. So if you've ever seen that, that's a really good idea of like how I imagine the progression of this game. To be completely honest, I've never played it, so none of us have. We're gonna just try our best because we're playing bad games for a good cause. Don't
We're
forget
gonna
to
steamed hams our way through it.
and don't forget to smash that donate button. You know, we're raising money for multiple sclerosis, and is the awareness month for that. And so far we have reached $300. That's really awesome, but we could do more. Anyway, let's set the scene here. We find ourselves in the lands of Everin, or what was once Everin, depending on stuff. Anyway, so we find ourselves in the Duchy of Balin, Duke Nettle's lands. We are in the Spire of the First King. Essentially, it is the Citadel Castle, the seat of the Duke's throne. And it is here where Nettle and the Star-Touched reside when they are not out adventuring, hunting biomancers, or being hunted by Juan Muertos' devil. And it's a fun night, actually. Mouse is going out on a date with Petra, the first one, and Rosalind and Kat have gone to help Mouse get ready for said date, and that has left Nettle, Gray, and Krukazel in charge of the pets.
Look, you are all my royal subjects here. Maximus, Drat. Wait, are these our only subjects?
I mean, don't you technically rule over everyone who works here?
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say rule, but I guess I am in charge.
Don't you duke over them?
Yes, I do go over things.
Okay.
Anyway.
I'm not really sure how all of this works, really.
Well, all I know is that we are watching the pets because that's what Miss Rosalind told us to do, Miss Cat told us to do, so that Mixed Mouse could go on their date. And we're doing a great job because Maximus is right here.
Well, watching Maximus has never quite been a problem for you. You can kind of snap him in and out when you want, but I am a little bit worried about Drat. They always have kind of a feral look in their eyes.
Drat is Drat.
Yeah, exactly.
And this little rat dragon is just kind of looking at you excitedly. And, you know, Gray, do you have anything to add to the your royal subjects?
No, he just has Nez, and that's it.
All right. So things seem
We
to
have
be...
three subjects.
So things seem to go fine throughout the time you are supposed to watch the royal subjects, the pets. But it's about, you know, it's starting to get close to the time Roz and Kat are due back. And that's when you notice Drat is missing. Now, it is at this point, I need each of you to define one thing you are trying to resolve. Leave it plenty of room to escalate. And the starting situation is Drat is missing, and Kat who loves Drat very dearly, and Rosalind, who also loves Drat very dearly, are due back soon.
Hmm.
Gotta find that Drat.
I don't want. So my thing that I'm trying to resolve is, I want to prove my responsibility to Kat and Rosalind.
All right.
So I can't let them know because I want them to. I want them to think of me as a responsible, not adult.
Perfect. All right, so for your one thing, I have put down proof of responsibility.
Yes.
All right, so now Gray and Krukazel.
I don't know. The possibilities are endless, and I can't think of any.
Krukazel, what do you got?
I think that Krukazel is. That's kind of the same as Nettles. I don't know.
I mean, one of them could literally just be, I don't want them to find out we lost the rat. Like, that could literally be it. Like, the one thing you want to resolve is make sure no one finds out, besides y'all, that Drat got lost.
Here we go. This will spice things up. You ready?
All right.
I don't want Roz and Kat or Nettle and Gray to find out that I was actually the one at fault for Drat getting away. I left the window open.
Oh.
I love it.
I don't want... Gray doesn't want Mouse to think that he's not good with animals.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. Well, luckily, Mouse is on a date right now. You've got... After maybe the 5 minutes of panic, of the group panic setting in, you got maybe like a good 10 minutes probably, because you know Kat is always like super punctual, and you know she's due back at any point.
Oh, well, I'm gonna look under everything. So, I'm gonna Nettle will start pulling up like tablecloths and things and looking under rugs
And pulling up actual full tables.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, Drat has to be
Dratty!
inside of this apartment. Like, they couldn't have got it out, so I'll look in the other room. I'll check my room first. He likes to hang out in there, so.
All right, so I'm gonna call that a roll for now. I want to just call it a roll, just to get us rolling things.
So how many D6s do we start with?
So the pool is, for each time the stakes pertaining to your character have escalated. I'll say the stakes have escalated once for Krukazel, because the stakes are Krukazel's at fault here. You have raised the stakes on yourself, Chris, so that'll add 1d6 to the pool. For each
So that's an automatic fail then, if it's just 1d6?
No, you have to get a 12 or higher to succeed the action.
Yeah, so if you're only rolling one die, it's an automatic fail.
I'm not done going through all the things
Okay.
yet. Let me finish.
Okay.
For each plan you have abandoned in favor of a new one, add a d6 to the pool. And if you are blatantly lying to someone, add a d6 to the pool. Krukazel, you are blatantly lying to Gray and Nettle here about Drat's whereabouts. I'll say you're going to have 2d6 in the pool, and do try and keep track of those things I'm mentioning, because that'll tell you how many d6s you're rolling. So
I have to
Krukazel,
roll
I've got you
a
at 2.
perfect 12 here.
Yep.
All right, gang. 5.
Gray, Nettle, for some reason, you know that Krukazel does have a bit of a sly side to him sometimes, and for some reason, you don't really feel confident. For whatever reason it be, either you think Krukazel might be lying to you, or you just don't think Drat's in the apartment because Drat just is sneaky like that. You don't believe Krukazel when Krukazel says that Drat's in the apartment here. Or in the Spire of the First King.
Well, I know that Drat is pretty good at squeezing through doors and small things, so I'm going to head downstairs and.
Well,
Yeah, okay.
how are we gonna avoid the consequences?
There are
Because
no-
you failed.
Oh yes, there are. So Krukazel, since you have failed, you must avoid consequences. So first, either you're gonna have to bullshit wildly, or second, you're gonna have to make it another player's problem here.
Oh, well, you know, it looks like the window in Nettle's room is open. Strangely. So
Oh.
here, let me just shut that real quick. Just so you know.
Oh, you don't think Drat climbed out the window, did you?
Well, it's certainly possible that
All
Drat
right.
climbed out Nettle's window.
All right, so I'm gonna say, all right, Krukazel, that's yeah. So you definitely now at this point you have now escalated the stakes once. You've abandoned a plan twice now in favor of a new one. So you're gonna get 3d6 at this point to roll.
Oh, I can do that.
So like the idea is like it keeps escalating. The lies just escalate to ridiculousness.
I rolled a 12.
So yeah, so Nettle, you have the idea in your mind that it's possible
Oh,
that by leaving the window open, Drat escaped because of you.
oh my god, this is all my fault. Miss Roz and Miss Cat are gonna kill me.
And it's at this point you hear, "We're home."
Oh no.
I am I would like to dress up Maximus like Drat.
All right, we anything else? Because that will take some time. That's gonna take a
think-
little bit of time.
I think maybe a better idea would be to dress Nez up as Drat.
No, Drat's like big, right?
Not
Drat's like
Maximus
cat
big.
Maximus is like huge.
Well, you know what? I'm bullshitting wildly. So
This is true.
if
There you
Maximus is being dressed up as Drat.
Okay,
All
you
right.
know what?
You know what? Okay, so Nettle, you are definitely raising the stakes here. The stakes are going up. You are blatantly lying. So that's gonna be 2d6 right off the bat for this one.
So 10.
So Nettle, you just kind of hear in the other room just masking tape.
Yeah, Nettle, you keep working on that. I'm gonna go talk to them when they get back. I'll distract them for you.
Gray, we need stuff that makes him look more like a rat dragon.
All right.
I'll leave you to take care of this. I'll be back.
Just imagine that Nettle picks up Maximus, puts him in Gray's arms,
Yes.
just collapses under the weight of him.
Okay, so Krukazel, you go to greet Cat and Rosalind. They've also gotten themselves gussied up in honor of Mouse's night out. And so they see you. Oh, Krukazel! How are the animals?
Oh, you know what? We are the 3 most responsible members of the group, so you can always count on us. They are doing great. I took Maximus out a few times. Nez
Oh.
is doing just fine. Drat is just... Woof! Drat is doing great. Never seen her.
I
look this
am
good.
walking out to the courtyard for no reason.
Okay, Nettle. So, anyway, Hazel, so Rosalind and I, we were thinking about heading out, but we did want to say hi to Drat before we went back out. You
Not
know,
a
and also
problem at
pick-
all. Drat is
and then
your pet,
Rosalind-
of course, so...
Rosalind leans over, and also they get some bracket.
I can help with both of those things, hopefully. Okay, hey, Drat, we're coming in to say hello to
And
Drat.
So,
Uh,
can I
Go ahead.
say what Gray has done?
Yes.
So Gray has taken what seems just be like a vial of wine, and he has uncorked it, and he splashes it around, and splashes some of it on Maximus's mouth, and he's just gonna be like, you know what? Drat got into a little bit of a potion. He's a little bigger at the moment. I'm pretty sure it was my enlarge potion.
All right, so so the costume's already failed, and Nettle will still have to deal with those consequences in just a moment here.
That'll
Gray,
just
No,
left.
I left that for Gray to deal with.
Oh, that's true. You did. Okay, so Gray, I need you to roll me. So you're upping the stakes. You're blatantly lying, and you haven't abandoned the disguise plan yet. So it's only a 2d6 for now.
Oh, I thought like we just kept adding to that pool and adding.
You
and
do,
adding.
but Gray
Oh,
hasn't
okay.
done anything
I haven't
yet.
done
Oh, I thought
So
it was like a communal pool.
That's an 8.
That is an 8. So Kat and Rosalind look at you, and Kat's like, okay, that's very funny. And I'm sure Nettle had, thought up this prank, and Crewcase probably helped. So now you have to deal with the consequences. Either you're gonna have to bullshit wildly or make it someone else's problem.
Well, here's the thing. Crewcase was telling me that I'm... what phrase did he use? Proverbial stick in the mud? So he wanted me to do this because he thought perhaps it would make me more approachable and funnier. I'm not necessarily sure it worked, but I know that he took Drat somewhere else, so Drat wouldn't spoil the surprise.
All right, so you're also trying to solve the problem here, but you've made it Crewcase's problem, yes, but you're also still blatantly lying, so give me a 3d6 this go around.
I can do simple math. It's 13.
So they look at you like suspiciously for a second, and they squint. They do the fry squint, and they're just like, "Yeah, Nettle, why don't you take us to Crewcase then?"
Nettle has just returned from the courtyard where she has been looking for Drat and not been able to find her.
What am I doing now?
Where's Crewcase at again? And we just saw him.
He is playing cards with
Oh my god.
Sir Gregor.
Oh, Sir Gregor's here. I would love to see him. And
Yes, but it's a very private card game.
oh, come on, Sir Gregor loves to see me. And Rosalind gives a very confident look, of course he wants to see
Trust me, Gregor wants to see me.
Could you
Exactly.
have thought of more awkward pairing?
So Nettle, so you are definitely upping the stakes here because you have added Sir Gregor to the pool. You're sticking to the plan still. But you are lying, so 4d6 for me, please.
Definitely over a 12.
All right, so they're just like, oh, that's bizarre, but okay. Okay, well, I guess we'll see Drat when we come back later, I suppose.
Yes, exactly. Drat will be here.
Okay,
Oh,
well,
Gregor, you're so funny.
You
Oh
have
my
no way
God.
of knowing
Crew
what she
Hazel.
said.
All right, Crewcase, you have upped the stakes certainly, because now you're trying to really sell it. You're lying, yeah, and you're sticking to the plan. So, 5d6, my friend.
Can you just cast minor illusion, make it sound like Gregor's in there?
No, it's Nigel. I've summoned Nigel to play the part of Sir Gregor.
Oh my God.
20, 25.
Rosalind.
25.
Yep.
Oh, and Rosalind bursts into the room. There's Nigel with a really shitty Sir Gregor costume, and she just runs up to him, gives him a big hug and a kiss on the cheek, and she's like, "Oh, Sir Gregor, there you are!" And Nigel's like,
Poor
"Oh,
Sir
it's good to
Gregor.
see. Oh, it's good to see you, baby."
Oh, yep. So we've got a real serious wager on this card game. So.
Oh, really? What you betting?
Oh, fuck. Where the next person who wins gets to run the town for a day. No, that's Nettle's thing. Gets to punch
Yes, I
Nigel.
get to run a town for the day, and
Oh.
I get to take a vacation.
Yeah,
All
Nettle's
right.
been feeling really stressed. So we're gonna.
All right. I'll call this like a team up one. So what I'm gonna do is Crew Hazel, you have you're gonna roll. I'm gonna have you roll half the. You're gonna roll half the d6 as you would 3. Nettle, you're gonna roll half the d6 as you would 2, and then both of you add up your total.
I rolled
I'm
an
just
18.
bullshitting this rule because I don't know how else I would do
I don't
this.
know. Add 5.
What did you get, Chris?
18 plus 5, so 23.
Oh. Well, that sounds like quite the wager, and I do hope Sir Gregor wins, because Crew Hazel, you're just better at the dentist business.
What the fuck
Maybe
does
you
that
should
mean?
just-
I'm great at running. What? We'll figure it out.
Oh, maybe you should stick to the dentistry business.
Shut up, Sir Knight Gregor.
Sir Knight- And so Rosalind walks away, and she's like, and Kat's still standing there talking to Gray, and she's just like, you know, Mouse would be so happy to hear that you're doing such a good job with the animals, looking after Nettle. Crew Hazel's an animal in and of himself.
I am a paragon of good choices and proper doings.
That is a fucking lie. And you but go ahead and roll 4d6. Because none of these characters are paragons of good choices.
17.
Cat's just pats Gray on the shoulder. Yeah, you know, I always felt like you were the one who, you know, didn't make as many questionable choices as the rest of us. Cat kind of then gets real sheepish for a moment.
You know, I haven't ever flown at anyone saying I was going to fucking kill them, no.
No, but I mean, you understand, right?
Oh, sure. Sure, my brother killed me.
Yeah, that was.
Good times. Anyway.
You know, we don't have
how-
time to unpack all that.
There it is.
At this point, Nettle's like crawling around the floor on her hands and knees, like just looking for like where Drat might have crawled to.
Oh my god. And there, that Rosalind's just like, Nettle, what are you doing, crawling on the ground?
Like a child.
I've always wondered what it was like to be half my height.
All right, that's gonna roll 6d6. Escalated the stakes again. You're lying and you're abandoning you're still sticking to the plan of trying to find Drat.
Way over 12.
All right. I guess this being a quarterling must be kind of interesting, I suppose, though I've never heard of quarterling before.
Yes, I have invented them.
She just kind of pats Nettle on the head. All right, Cat, let's go get drunk now.
Crew Hazel just looks longingly to want to go get drunk and out of the situation, but instead he must find Drat.
All right, so Roz and Cat, they leave, and everything might be okay. You might have a chance to find Drat here. What are we doing?
I'm gonna get some Brekik out and try to lure Drat with the
I don't
smell
know
of
if
the
Drat
Brekik.
is attracted to the hallucinogenics.
They're a dragon. They like to eat things. You know.
Why don't we take all the gold we have, put it in a small pile, and hope that Drat comes to sit on it?
5d6,
That's a
my
good
friend.
idea.
Ooh.
You.
Oh. Oh, way over 12.
So, Gray, you kind of just start getting all this gold out from the treasury, and you just kind of pile it next to Nettle's window, in the window in Nettle's room. And
Make
you hear
like
a little,
nest out of
Yep.
it.
you hear a little flutter of wings, and Drat kind of comes in through the window, begins making biscuits in the gold nest, swirls around and lays down, and goes, "Drat is Drat. Crew Hazel let me out."
Oh well, motherfucker, Drat.
Keep in mind that neither Nettle nor Gray can understand Draconic,
Oh, thank
so
God.
True. This
Oh.
is true. I would like to try to trap Drat in a tablecloth.
Oh, I thought someone's gonna be like, "What did Drat just say to you, Kurkazel?" And Kurkazel's gonna have to like be like, "Oh, Drat's." All right, yeah, you can try and trap Drat. Give me a 66 to trap Drat. And,
I don't think Gray ever really thought that Drat could speak.
yeah, Drat just makes weird noises to everyone else.
Wait, shit! Doesn't Rosalind know Draconic? We're gonna
Yeah,
have to
but
figure
Rosalind's
something
not
out.
there.
I know, but Drat's gonna rat
17.
on me.
You got a 19.
17.
So you ambush Drat as Drat is like talking to Kurkazel, and Drat's like, "Oh, Drat is murder, murder."
You escaped, madam. You must stay here.
I did no such thing. I demand. Tell them, Kurkazel, I did not escape. You let me out.
Drat said, "I'm so sorry that I escaped. I will be a much better behaved young lady from now on." And you know what, Kurkazel, that guy,
Lying.
he's really cool. That's what she ended with. It was really weird out of nowhere, but
66, my friend.
Seems like the more this game goes on, the easier it is to succeed with these things.
That's the
Yep.
idea.
very
This is-
above 16.
all
or
right.
12,
So
whatever it is.
all of you don't speak Draconic. Okay, whatever Drat's saying is just grumbles and squeaks. So Kurkazel must be right. Kurkazel
He's
would
gotta
never
be
lie.
right.
No, I don't really
No.
lie, so.
Perhaps
Well-
we should put Drat in like a jar so she doesn't get away again.
Well, maybe we just close the windows. And we have Drat now. We are responsible.
So Drat begins clawing out of the sheet you caught her in, and she just kind of hops out for a second, and then she holds up with her little rat claws an egg. It's like a little egg, and she's like, "I made this," and just hands it towards Nettle.
She said she
Um,
made that.
Oh, congratulations! That was very, very well done.
And Drat just kind of like trots off, climbs back up the dresser into the little gold nest, puts the egg down, and just curls up on top of the egg.
Am I gonna get my money back?
I mean, that was mostly Cat's money.
Oh, we don't tell her.
Drat did it.
Yeah, Drat did it.
Yeah, Drat did
But
it.
wait, we were watching Drat.
Ah, shit, Drat didn't do it. Nope.
Drat did it while we were all in the bathroom.
This is true. Okay, we were all pooping, and Drat came and stole all the money, and made a nest, and put the egg in the nest, and we never lost Drat.
And I will say everyone at this point would have achieved their goal if you have the three of you conspiring to tell the tale of what happened. And I'm sure at this point, with enough time, Kurkazel could spin some tale about Draft being mischievous and being able to bullshit his way out of whatever Drat tells Rosalind. So I would say that this episode of Steamed Spells has been successful.
Was this the Conspire the First King?
Ooh.
That's right.
Oh.
So anyway, thank you everyone for joining us tonight for I guess what ended up being our double feature.
Hey, there we go. We
Um,
wanted it to happen, so there it is.
Crab Truckers and Steamed Spells. I think it's very fitting that we did a weird one-page type RPG where we just went wild and then did something for Steam Spell with it being anniversary week.
I honestly think we should play Steamed Hams at the end of every arc of every long-term campaign we do. That was pretty
I
fun.
agree.
Amazing.
That's pretty fun.
It's a fun game. It's meant to it's supposed to the mechanics are supposed to make you want to keep bullshitting your way through the game.
Yeah.
So the more you bullshit,
I had more escalations in mind. I
yeah.
was gonna be like, Corvus, he's dead and everything, but he still has, feelings and emotions to work through. So I thought I'd let Drat try to talk him through it.
Aww.
See, I think the only thing that might make this better is if it continuously got harder.
Mhm.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm thinking of ways that you could do that where it's okay, at some point you have to succeed past a 16, and then you have
Yeah.
to succeed past a whatever. There's ways you could keep doing it, but it's meant to just be a quick half-hour thing when you do it with
Yeah.
friends.
You could do it in reverse too. You could start with like 12d6 and then get down to like 2 as the
Yeah.
minimum.
Yeah, and then as your stories get wilder and harder to believe.
Then
It's
your
hard.
house burns down.
Yeah, but I mean, I get it. It fits. I felt like that very much, even though this was in a fantasy setting, it very much fit the Steamed Ham skit of like wildly escalating the situation or blaming something or someone else for the problems.
Gregor, the spire's on fire.
Good
No,
lord!
that's the Aurora Borealis.
This. All right. Well, anyway, thank you for joining us, everyone, for the charity multiple sclerosis fundraiser creature double feature, crab truckers and steamed spells. Do we have plugs to do? Are we plugging things?
I
have-
mean, I had a very random thought before we do that.
What?
In Telencia, is it Agora Borealis?
Now it is.
Now it is.
Okay, good. All right, now we plug.
All right, Laura,
Alright.
don't worry. After Agora died,
So, I don't really have anything wild to plug. Chris, do you have anything to plug?
I got nothing. Check out Woven Realms. I'm amped
Yeah.
for it. That's all I got.
AJ, you good? No plugs?
No.
All right. Sim, plugs?
Nope.
Any?
I am all set.
All right, I've got one. It's the teaser trailer for Woven Realm.
Yeah.
Those who were with us last night, you may have already heard it, but this is for anyone who's just coming in now. Power sought, unbroken tether. Two worlds became one. Separate realms woven into a single tapestry, mixing parts of each other, forming the lands of Everencia. This is the home, the world that this game will be taking place in. Everencia, to the average inhabitant, the realm is a place steeped in both old magic and a burgeoning new technological rise in some regions. It is a world where the gods both conflict with each other and sometimes interfere in the lives of the mortals. And to the average inhabitant, this realm has always been Everencia, one realm. But it was only 30 years ago that the events of the Convergence took place at the end of the Agora's Bells campaign. Two separate worlds from two separate realities, somehow connected with powerful cosmic forces that combined to form one realm. These worlds were Everin of the Steam spell fame and Telencia of Agora's Bells fame. Everencia, the Woven Realm. And to know this is to know the absolute truth. To know this is to be clairvoyant. That's our teaser trailer. Alright, anyway, thank you everyone for joining us. Do check out Woven Realm. That will be premiering not next week, but the week after, correct?
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Make sure
soon?
you donate to the fundraiser. The Tiltify is up there. And if you want more Woven Realm stuff before we start, Alex is going to be doing some game planning prepping tomorrow.
Yeah, come check it out. Come see how the process is done. See how much I don't really plan and just make a bunch of silly lore instead and make NPCs to smooch. So anyway, we are going to just raid some friends and we will be out of your faces.
For now.
For
We'll
now.
be back.
For now.
And then do check out the Mass Effect Genesis game on Saturday. And if you haven't donated yet, consider donating.
Ooh, I like this strobe effect.
Right.
Whee!
Just doing like weird ASMR stuff, and I'm like,
Woo!
All right, we'll see you guys later. Thanks.
Bye.
Reply